Hi, my name is Michaela.
And my name is Lydia Rivera.
Angela Sutton.
Okay, so the first question is, what inspired you to choose your career path and how did you get started in it?
Well, the school system work schedule, being off during the summer, having holidays off, that was one that inspired me. The main reason which inspired me to choose this career path.
Okay, how did you get started in it?
Well, I wanted to be a teacher, and going through, there was a program called Pathway where I can work and also get my education paid for by the school system. And I was like, that sounds like, something definitely that I was interested in doing. So I seeked a job and got one as a paraprofessional. And behold, when I got the job, I found out that they were doing away with the program. So at that point, I was still fine because it was other means of getting education or whatnot. And that's kind of led me to how I got started with the school system. I did not stick with the paraprofessional position. I started out as a para, but then I was also working in the office part-time, and I enjoyed doing what I was doing, so I kind of gave myself a timeline in being a para and working and getting to the front office position.
Is there a project or an experience that happened in your time of work that has had an impact on you?
Yes. Working in the middle school, I was in the front office, and there was a call came across the radio where one of the special needs students left the class and was running towards the front office. And I looked, and the student was running out the front door onto a road where there's traffic. So I ran behind her to, try to protect her from harming herself running out of traffic. And in doing so, I was able to get to the student before she got to the road. And the teacher was there, officer was there, and it was kind of like calming the student. We were all standing there, and I was just kind of like minding my business, and the student took her fist and banged me in the leg, just hit me in the leg. And that was an eye-opener. Not saying that I would not have done, I regret doing what I did to save her, but it's just to help me be more vigilant, when dealing with students with special needs, because they're so quick in their reaction. And I was injured, but not, where I had to seek medical attention on that. So that kind of gave me a different perspective on how even approaching them.
Okay, so what would you say are some key skills or qualities that you think are important in your profession?
Being observant, as well as a good listener, answering the phones as much as I do. A lot of times, parents or anyone are speaking. It's important to be an active listener so that you can really understand what they're saying, because sometimes we interpret what they're saying. They're saying one thing, but they're actually saying something different. So just being an active listener means let them say what they're saying and then give the input, vice versa. And also pay attention to body language. That's a big one. Just being, paying attention to body language.
Okay. In today's rapidly changing world, what advice would you have for younger people who are considering a career in your field today?
Not to take everything personal. One of the things that I encounter, parents calling and they're on 10 for whatever reason, and they're using all types of, language with you or whatnot, and they're not actually mad with the individual that's answering the phone, but it's just the situation. It may not be, school related, maybe something personal, and they just see it as an outlet to latch out. So I've learned not to take, those things personally.
Okay. And how can they stay relevant and adapt to changes in your workplace or industry?
Be themselves, but again, as I said, don't take things personally, because sometimes when you take things personally, you have a different perspective on how you view that person, or even your job. So just know that it's a job. It's not something that you hold on to when you encounter a difficult, situation.
Okay. Our next question is going to be, what is your typical day at work?
Busy. My typical day at work is really busy. If it was not for you all, my mentees, it would be even more busier. Being that I answer the phone calls, that you all, if it's something you can't answer, then you pass them to me. I either answer them or get them to the person that deals with that particular situation. I also sign in subs. So signing in subs and answering the phones, even before mentees even get there, can be pretty busy. But I see nothing but.
So what would you say are some challenges that you face regularly on the day?
Days when my mentees are not here and I have to do payroll, answer the phones, subs calling out, and I'm trying to get classes covered, that can be challenges. But again, I make it happen.
Okay, our last question is, what do you find most fulfilling about your career?
Being able to help others, being a problem solver, finding solutions to problems. On that, I find that, fulfilling, knowing that I was able to help someone.
Thank you for answering our questions.
Thanks for your time.
You're so welcome.
Again, my name is Michaela Creighton.
And I'm Lydia Rivera.
And this is Miss Sutton, and we are her mentees.